When I saw the Broadway show Mrs. Doubtfire, one of the most spectacular performances is Analise Scarpac, and we are with her today. Analise, what a performance. What is your background? What have you done before Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh man, I mean, I've done a bunch of things. I mostly was a dancer when I was really young, and I did some musicals, but I made my Broadway debut in A Christmas Story, the musical, when I was 12.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I joined the company of Matilda about 6 months after Christmas Story closed. But I also was in Godspell Cast of 2032, which was like a kind of press event situation where they had an open call for a bunch of kids. And I was selected. I think it was I was one out of 10 kids or 7 or 8 kids. And we were cast as the younger versions of the 2012 revival cast of Godspell.
what song did you get?
We did a medley of songs. So I was young Uzo Aduba, which is kind of cool. Because now she's like super successful and really awesome.
Wait, you were young who?
Uzo Aduba.
Who did she play?
It's in Godspell, they don't really have names.
What song?
Oh, it was By My Side.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah. So they kind of cast us based on like what they thought that we would sing when we get older. And yeah, it was really fun. We did a whole medley of songs from the show, and it was a blast.
Yeah, both Magda and I saw A Christmas Story because our friend Pat Addis is one of the producers.
Oh,
so we
I
saw the
love
show a lot.
I love
Mrs. Doubtfire, I think it's spectacular. I loved the show. I thought it was wonderful.
Thank you.
And your performance especially. I really loved your performance. It was layered.
Thank you.
What are you working on now besides Mrs. Doubtfire?
Well, right now I'm kind of just waiting, doing the thing. I just graduated from college, so I'm kind of doing this whole actor thing and just keeping up with my training. I'm writing songs. I just released an EP called Pathetic Little Dreamer. So that's been mostly my focus right now, is just getting my songs out there and continuing with my training.
Where can we get this EP?
It's streaming on all platforms. So anywhere you listen to music, you can hear it.
Who are your, who do you aspire to when you write music? Like, who are your favorite songwriters?
Sarah Bareilles, top singer-songwriter ever in my book. I think she's so awesome because she just has a way with words. I'm a lyrics nerd, so I just will listen to a lyric and I'll be like, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? Or how does one think of that? And every song that Sarah has ever written, her lyrics are just spectacular, music as well. And they just have a way of just getting to my heart and speaking to me. And I feel like in a way she writes similar to the way that I think. And I aspire to be exactly that. And I hope that my songs are reaching to people the same way her songs reach to me.
They say that eyes are the windows to the soul, but I think songs are. If you had to choose one song or a cycle of songs to describe you, what would they be?
Oh boy, this is a good one. I would have to say, I'm trying to think of which Sarah Bareilles song specifically. Basically, all of her songs describe me, but my favorite is definitely My Little Voice. It's called Little Voice. Yeah, it's the song that was written for her television show that she produced, and she wrote basically an entire score for the TV show. Pretty much that whole album that was released, I think it was released right in the summer of 2020, and all of those songs pretty much describe who I am.
Now, you've mostly done new shows. Are there any shows that you look forward to playing as you get older?
Oh yes, I mean, a dream role for me is definitely Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl, by far. I'm
you
really
have a chance to do that.
maybe one day. I'm really looking forward to seeing the revival. If I can, I don't know if like the date, hopefully the dates will work out and I'll be able to go see it. Also, I'd really love to be the baker's wife in Into the Woods.
Mm.
And also Bobby and Company seems like a cool thing for me when I'm
What performers do you admire and who do you look up to?
I'll give you the top 7. I have in the dressing room, I have a wall of women who inspire me. And some of those women include Patti LuPone, Barbara Streisand, Liza Minnelli. I love all the classics. Who else? Audra McDonald, Kristen Chenoweth, Lady Gaga. Basically, all of those incredible performers have made a way for themselves, who they pretty much define themselves and they're not like anyone else. And I would like to be that way because I don't think that any one person is the same as another.
You have a platform to use your voice now. What would you like people to know?
Oh man, I mean, I would like people to know that it's important to know that artists are real people. As I gain more of a following, I've noticed that like a lot of times people don't realize that we're actually real humans behind those profiles, behind the stage. And I think that there should be more people that know about that.
Your career in 5 years, where do you see it?
Oh boy, I don't know. I would hope to release more songs of my own. I would like to do as much theater as possible. I look forward to creating art in any medium that I possibly can.
And last but not least, is there any question that we haven't asked you that you would like people to know?
I mean, I guess a fun fact would be that I'm just a regular kid. Well, not a kid. I'm not a kid anymore.
You look it though.
I look it though. I play one, but I think that, you know, a lot of the times, exactly, looks are deceiving. I'm 22 years old and I'm a young adult living my life and I'm as normal as I can be. And
You look seriously 15, 16.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. When you said you graduated college, I was actually shocked.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I mean, you know, last week I was in Florida and the waiter offered me a glass of milk. And I was like, actually, I'm going to have a glass of rosé, but thank you. He was very concerned. He was like, I was like, I'll give you my ID. Like, it's fine. I have a very young face, but hey, it works. And that's how I,
surprisingly enough, when I was younger, my favorite thing to do was to go to the carnival and have the people guess my age, because they always guessed me like 10 years younger or older than what I was.
Really?
Yeah, I looked really, really young until I hit like 45 and then phew, I was like Dorian Gray.
Yeah, so. I mean, it's this thing, like it's weird, you know, because I have this baby face, but I always say that I'm a 22-year-old. I'm mentally a 55-year-old trapped in a 22-year-old body that looks 16.
That's brilliant. One more question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now that you've got a little time off, what shows are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, I've seen a few. I saw Music Man. It was great. I loved it. I love a Jerry Zaks musical, but I'm not partial, but I am partial. I saw MJ, which was so much fun.
Loved MJ.
I loved it. It was so much fun. And we had a blast. We went actually with the entire cast of Doubtfire and we had so much fun.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
Did you all chair dance?
We did.
I chair danced through the entire show.
Me too. I was singing the whole time. I was like, this is great. I'm having a great time. What else did I see? Oh, Company. Oh my goodness. Company was amazing. It's one of my favorite musicals. I'm such a Sondheim nerd. Yeah, so that was, and I'm such a
Yeah, I have to admit, I love Company. It was one of the first shows I ever saw,
Mhm.
and I do not like this version.
Really?
No.
I could see that. I could see it. There were certain parts that I was like, okay, but I really enjoyed it. I just loved
I
it.
just couldn't figure out why she was an alcoholic.
I
She
just,
drank through the entire show.
yeah.
I was like, I don't get
That's
it.
a common theme I'm hearing with a bunch of people. Yeah.
No, because I think if you're a 35-year-old woman and you're not married at this point in time, why can't you celebrate that? You like you.
Yeah. I
I
got
personally thought that should have been celebrated.
100%. I'm trying to think of what else I'd really love to see. I've
Have
seen
you seen Six?
I've seen it twice, but I want to see it again.
I can see you doing that show.
Really? Thank
Mhm.
you. That would be a big dream of mine. It's so much fun. Oh my gosh.
If you could play any role, which role would you want to do? Kay
And
Howard?
and Boleyn.
Really?
Yeah. Both Kay Howard too. I definitely love that song. But yeah, and Boleyn. I actually like I love comedic acting. It's one of my favorite things to do, which is why Lydia is so for me. And it's very different from what I usually play. And usually I'm like the comic relief.
I can see you playing Lydia in Beetlejuice as well, actually.
Thank you. Yeah, we're very, it's they're the both of them are very similar characters. And it's funny because I mean, I'm friends with all of the girls who played Lydia. So it's cool.
Are you performing anywhere else while you're waiting for Doubtfire to come back?
Yeah, I've been doing some shows at 54 Below. I'm performing this Saturday at Green Room 42 in Song
Okay.
for You. I'm doing Broadway Sings Adele on Monday at Sony Hall, which is so exciting because I've never performed at Sony Hall before. And I get to sing with like these really awesome Broadway people. Like I get to sing with Lena Hall, and that's really
Oh,
cool.
cool.
And I'm very excited to meet her. Who else? And then I'm doing 54 Sings Sarah Bareilles on March 18th.
Oh, what a shock.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I was actually able to do, I mean, we didn't know if I was actually going to be able to do it because we didn't know when the show was coming back yet. But now that we're opening in April, I can do it and I'm so excited. And then I'm doing another 54 Below show called I Wish. And that's
Nice.
March 27th.
Well, I look forward to seeing you back in Mrs. Doubtfire. Again, I really loved your show. It was a lot of fun, and
Thank
you
you.
were wonderful.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to seeing you getting a Theater World Award.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.